Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to Cooking with Lady D on this glorious day that the Lord has made. Thank you so much for being here with me. Today we're going to be preparing an awesome dish. But before I get started, if you don't already follow me, please type in Google, Cooking with Lady D. My YouTube link will come up. Please click it on, view and like my videos, or you can see us here on Facebook or on Instagram. So I'm so happy to be here with you all today. I think someone chimed in. Hi! All right, today's a great day. It's an awesome day. Kind of bittersweet because of certain reasons, and I'll share that a little later. But other than that, it is a great day. It is a great day. So, as I mentioned earlier in the week, today we cooking with liquor. We are going to be making a bourbon grilled salmon. That's what we're making today. Bourbon grilled salmon. So what I have going on right now, I have in the pot, I'm using a cast iron skillet, and I have my onions and garlic basically marinating or getting sauteed. And I'm going to go ahead and put about a quarter stick of butter in so that can melt as well. Okay? So while this is going on, I'm going to share with you the ingredients that we're going to be using. Okay? Let's do that. So I'm going to go ahead and move this camera down so that you can see the ingredients. Let's see here. Trying to get this thing right. Don't want to fall apart. That's what happens when you go live. Okay, I think everything should be in there. In any event, if you don't see it, I'm going to show it anyhow. Okay? I just don't want this thing to fall while we're talking. Okay, but I think we're good. All right, so let me just turn it around. Sorry about this, you guys, but this is what happens when we go live. But I really wanted to go live with you all today. All right, there we go. There we go. Now we're on a roll. So what I have set up right now, I have set up the ingredients that I am going to be using for this grilled salmon, all right? So we have black pepper, Old Bay seasoning, garlic powder, parsley flakes, some Creole seasoning, lemon juice, honey. Oh boy, the master part of the recipe. We have here Jim Beam Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. We're going to be using that as well. And we're also going to be using this sauce. It's a Kentucky bourbon sauce. We'll use that also, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and move these seasonings out of the way since I already shared them. Let me get them out of the way. This way we're going to have more room to work with on our table, okay? We can go ahead and leave him up here. So this way you know what the main ingredients are. All right. So with all those seasonings that I put together thus far, let me just bring it up a little bit. Getting it together. Here we go. Okay, with all those seasonings that I put together thus far, we are creating a rub. I'm trying to create a rub. Okay, so I have all those seasonings right here in this little pan. All right, so I'm going to go ahead on and stir that around. So we're creating a rub so I can lay the salmon on top of there. And it's going to do its thing. Okay. So now I'm going to take a piece of the salmon. Going to lay it down. Let it sit for a moment. Let that soak in. Now, I am going to take a moment here. We're going to use the sauce, the Kentucky bourbon sauce. I'm going to put that in the bowl. I'm going to take the honey. And we're going to add the honey in the bowl. There we go. And then we're going to add the bourbon whiskey in the bowl next. There we go. So right now we have the honey, the bourbon sauce, as well as the bourbon whiskey in a bowl. And we're stirring that up. Okay. This is going to be like a basing. This is what we're going to base the salmon with. So I'm going to stir that up a bit here. I could whisk it, but stirring is just fine. There we go. Now that that's stirred up a bit, go ahead and get rid of the spoon. Our pot is nice and hot here, so we're on schedule. All right, so what I'm going to do first, remember, one part of the salmon, I already laid it down, so it's being based with the dry rub. So I'm going to take some of this sauce and rub it on the salmon. Rub it on this salmon. Get it good. Get it good. And now I'm going to turn this salmon over so that the rub mixture can get into the other side. And I'm going to go ahead and baste a little bit on the other side of the salmon. Okay? There we go. So it really doesn't matter whether or not I put it on first or afterwards. It's going to all get in there. Okay, give me one moment here. Gonna make sure all that seasoning, that rub, is on this salmon thoroughly. Gonna make sure it's on there thoroughly. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now, lemon juice, we're going to hold that off till last. So I'm going to go ahead and take this salmon and put it in the pan. Going to go ahead and turn the heat up a little bit. I got it on about a 3. And the rest of the salmon, I'm going to go ahead on and put it in this pan. It's just a few little salmon nuggets, actually. And we're just going to rub that around. Let some of that season and rub get on there as well. Just a couple little nuggets. Just a couple little nuggets. That's all. There we go. There we go. And once again, I am going to take some of the bourbon base. And I'm going to put some over these little nuggets as well. Okay, so what I did with my salmon, after I washed it out a bit, I put a little bit of EVOO on it, and I put it back in the refrigerator. You want to keep the salmon in the refrigerator until you get ready to cook it, actually. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go ahead and baste these salmon nuggets with some of the bourbon whiskey and the bourbon sauce. We're going to ask the big piece to move over a bit. And we're going to go ahead and sit these right next to them. Sit it right next to it. And this grilled salmon is going to be awesome. Yes, it is. This meal is special. It's a special meal. Go ahead and just don't waste anything. Drizzle the rest of that rub on top of there. Alrighty. So now we're just going to let this simmer. It's very simple. It's not a difficult dish to make. It's grilled salmon. It's going to take its time, probably about 10 minutes or so. It's going to take its time to grill through so it can get fully cooked. And then we're going to be ready for dinner. So what you guys been doing? Hey there, how y'all doing? So what's going on? Earlier I said today was like somewhat of a bittersweet day, a blessed day, of course. Let me see what I'm doing here. Okay. A blessed day by all means, but somewhat of a bittersweet day. Why? Because today would have been my 43rd wedding anniversary. Yes, I got married. Charles and I got married October 1st to 1978. So today would have been our 43rd wedding anniversary. But 14 years or 13 years ago, God decided to give him his wings. But still and yet, I celebrate and I say thank you, Lord, for the years that you did give us together. 29 years. So that's why I said bittersweet. But let me tell y'all a story, honey. How y'all met y'all man, or how you met your woman? What happened? How did y'all hook up? Let me tell you how I met Charles. I was 13 years old, 13 and a half years old. And I was kind of reserved, kind of quiet. I never really hung out a lot. So I would always, do my homework and sit by the window. And I would see this guy walk past my house almost every day for at least the last month. So I figured, he's probably new in the neighborhood. But here's the thing. He would walk by every day with a loaf. He would go to the store and come back with a loaf of bread. Big loaf of Wonder Bread. So I'm saying to myself, why would somebody go to the store every day for Wonder Bread? What's going on with that? So I would just look, and he used to have his bop. I don't know if you all remember that, but you know how dudes walk like this. That bop, like, when they walk in, it wasn't no regular walk. It was like, like you got to drag one leg almost. And he had on a satin Applejack cap, and he would wear this jean blazer, and his pants, good God, it would be starched. I mean, iron starched stiff. So I would just keep watching, and one day I said, you know what? We're going to turn this here. One day I said, you know what? I'm going to go behind him in the store just to take a closer look. So I didn't have any money, but the store sold pencils, okay? They sold pencils, so I said, okay, I'm going to go in there and buy a pencil, 5 cents for a pencil. So I had to hurry up because he's usually really fast. So I get to the store, and he's already online, so luckily I was able to get right behind him online. And honey, that aroma almost took me away. It was Old Spice. Whew, my gosh. That Old Spice, it smells so good. He had no idea I was behind him. I said to myself, this is going to be my husband. I'm going to marry him. He's going to ask me to marry him. And that's how it all started. That's how it all started. And my cousin Lolita, we call each other sisters, she knew everybody in the neighborhood. And one day she saw me, scouting out, looking at him, and she said, you like him? And I said, no, I don't like him. And she said, oh, I know him. His name is Charles. I'm going to tell him you like him. So I'm like, no, don't tell him I like him. Well, what did she do? She went and told him I like him. One thing led to another. He wanted to meet me. Honey, we met May 31st, 1974. He gave me my first kiss. No, my mama and daddy ain't know nothing about that. This grilled salmon is looking really, really nice, you guys. Everything is being marinated nicely. The aroma from the bourbon whiskey, oh my God, and the bourbon sauce and the garlic, it is just like smelling up the kitchen. So we met and we started dating, and 4 years later, in 1978, on the F train going to Coney Island, he asked me to marry him. Oh yeah. And that's the story. That's the story. Everybody got a story. How you meet your man? How you meet your woman? The love of your life. Well, that's my story. And we had, a lot of years together before he got his wings. We had a beautiful family, wonderful kids. But of course, no relationship is ever perfect. So if somebody tells you that they had a perfect relationship, they lying. But it's not about being perfect. It's about being able to work together, still build, and still love each other. Alrighty. Oh my goodness, this bourbon chicken is looking real good. I'm going to get a big spoon so I could put some of this caramelized juice, excuse me. All right, I'm just taking some of the juice here and onions here and just spreading it over this salmon. Man, this salmon gonna, oh my gosh. Y'all gonna have to make this. Yes, y'all are. Y'all gonna have to make this. You're gonna have to make this. Oh my goodness, it's so nice. It's almost ready. You know, salmon does not take long to cook. And one thing you never want to do is overcook fish. You don't want to overcook fish at all. Oh yeah. So what I'm gonna do now, y'all know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take some more of this bourbon and the sauce. Put it on top of there. Ooh, y'all hear it sizzling? Once that sauce hit that pan, everybody starts singing. Uh-oh, it's singing. There you go. There you go. So this dish takes probably about 20 minutes total to make. Less than that to cook, of course. But no more than about 20 minutes to put together. A moment. Got something on here. Okay. So we're putting that together. Now the little nuggets of the salmon, they're already ready. So let me pull those off. These are just little crumpets, little nuggets of the salmon. So I'm going to pull those off, put those on a little plate. Then we'll go back and deal with the big guy, the centerpiece of the dish. Matter of fact, we can even take some of these onions out. So we have more room to work with the salmon itself. That's looking mighty nice. It's looking mighty nice. I'm going to turn this salmon over one more time. I don't want it to fall apart. And I'm going to grace it with the remainder of our bourbon sauce and bourbon whiskey. Yeah, every time it hit that pot, it starts singing and dancing. Yes, it does. Now with the lemon juice, I'm just going to take a little bit of lemon juice, put around it. Little lemon juice. Help kick in some zesty flavor. There we go. And just like that, this bourbon salmon is ready, baby. It is ready. Oh my goodness. It is ready to be plated. Yes, it is. Talk about good look, good smell, good taste. We own it. We own it. I want to get all of it out here. All of this good stuff comes out. Yes. Okay, so now that it's ready, I'm going to move this pot. I'm going to turn the eye off. Slide my pot to the back. Clear up a little bit. Give me one moment. Okay. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead on and plate this. Give me 1 minute. Less than 1 minute. Just hang tight while I plate this delicious salmon. Woo! Yes, sirree, buddy. This looks awesome. Awesome. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to grill yourself some salmon. Now, if you don't drink alcohol, that's fine. You don't have to put alcohol on your salmon. Almost almost ready. I'm just trying to make it look nice and pretty for you all. Okay. We got ourselves some grilled salmon. All right, y'all ready? And there she is. Isn't that a beauty? Isn't that a beauty? Yes. And I have some string beans on the side. I have a dinner roll. And in this little cup, I have this great dipping sauce, okay? It's a bourbon chicken sauce, okay? You see that? I get this from Publix. I can't find it anywhere else, but I get it from Publix. So I have a little dipping sauce in there. This looks scrumptious. Oh, it looks so good. So give me a second. And we're going to taste that. We're going to have to taste it. We're going to taste it, but I got to get my picture first. Let me get a shot of this. Let me get a nice little shot. And then we can move forward. Okay, let me get a nice little shot. Oh, that dish looks so beautiful. So beautiful. And like I said, you don't have to put alcohol on your salmon. Just grill it the same way. Grill it the same way. Put your favorite seasonings on there. And that's all you need. That's all you need. All right. Now it's time to taste it, honey. Woo! My favorite time. My favorite time is to do a tasting. So I got everything in order. Let me get a piece of paper towel in case I get a little excited. All right, so we have here grilled salmon that's based with Kentucky straight bourbon. So bourbon grilled salmon is what we have today. So let's go ahead and try it. I'm going to go for the little nugget. It's all the same. And I'm going to go ahead and dip it. Let me make sure you can see. I'm going to dip it in that sauce. I don't have to. I'm going to dip it in that sauce. Oh my God. It is delicious. Let me get a piece of the other salmon without the sauce. Oh my goodness. Let me show you something. Look at this salmon. It is juicy. Look at that. Juicy, and it is flaky. See how, look at it, look at that. Look how it came out so easy. It's juicy, it's flaky. Oh my goodness. I taste that bourbon all the way through. Almost make me don't want to even eat these string beans or that roll. I just want the salmon. This is a good dish. This is an excellent dish. Excellent. And what I did take a little bit of the bourbon sauce and put it over the string beans. Ooh. Listen, you guys got to make some for yourself. It is absolutely delicious. Grilled salmon with bourbon whiskey. Man, oh man. When I say it's good, it's good. Yes, it is. You guys take care of yourself. Thank you for joining me. I love you. And when you get a chance, make some. I'm going to have one more bite. Good gracious. I've got to shut the camera off, but I need one more piece. Even without the sauce, I haven't even, the last couple of bites I took, I didn't even dip it in the sauce. I'm just eating it by itself. Oh my God. It's good. Peace. Love you. Follow me. And please share this video.